Welcome everybody to the 3-wall ball championships here in Las Vegas, Nevada. My name's Tim Baghurst, and we're just getting our ref court mic'd up. It's Bobby Horn, in case you're wondering. He just won over the right side of these courts in the men's pro doubles, and we're about to start a mixed pro doubles matchup between four very, very experienced outdoor players. Carla Munoz up front, playing with partner Robert Sostre. And they're taking on Greg Solis and Janelle Tsinger-Ledkins. Both of the men already in the Hall of Fame, and I think we'll see the other two ladies in there one day too. Skip ball from Solis, right side. Serving zero. Good start from Sostre, but look at that shot from Tsinger-Ledkins. It's a racket from her opponent for that shot. Point from Solis. Going down the middle onto the backhand of Munoz. Ball from Tsinger-Ledkins on the left side. Tsinger-Ledkins expecting a child soon. Same situation last year, incidentally, and has some experience playing on these courts over the last several years. Won many outdoor titles, and you can see why. In fact, many regard her as the greatest outdoor player on the female side to play. Skip ball Munoz. We're serving two. Solis this time with the skip. She's serving four. Wow, Solis sends the ball sky high and out. Three serving four. And skip ball by Munoz. Well, for this match, Brian Pineda joins me. Brian, thanks so much for spending some time with us up here in the box. This is going to be an interesting match.
This is, and first and foremost, I want to say thank you. It's always been a dream. I've watched you do the commentating for the Worlds and the Pan Ams, Tim. And your partner last weekend, and her name's escaped me. You guys do such a solid broadcast. Thank you guys for everything that you do for the LPRT and just in general for racquetball.
Oh, my pleasure.
But yeah, this is an interesting matchup. For me, this is a finals match right here. You've got a team that, for me, I think who's going to win this is going to be Carla and Sostre, but really the decorated team on this court is no doubt Janelle Tsinger and Greg Solis. Greg Solis playing for Propenix, as well as Janelle, Robert Sostre, and Carla both playing for Gearbox.
Sostre puts one away with the backhand, sporting a pink knee brace to match his shirt this morning.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's style. I like it. Always like a bit of color on the court.
And the commentating, right?
Yep, absolutely. And Munoz, she skipped a few. She just looks uncomfortable on that right side. She's taking a timeout and switching out her racket by the looks of it.
And it's just really, it's not so much on that serve specifically. I just joined you guys. I apologize for being late, but kudos to Janelle. It's a great outdoor deep serve, and it's just hard to tee off on that and have, like, how often are you doing that indoor as a pro where you're teeing off from that far on a serve? Usually if it's that far back as it lands, you're waiting off the back wall. Here you have to make quick decisions and you have to have that confidence.
Well, for those who may not be familiar with outdoor and watching on, I mentioned earlier we're watching 2 Hall of Famers, and I think 2 others who will probably be in the Hall of Fame at some point too. What makes these 2 Hall of Famers, Sostre and Solis, so dominant in this event?
So you have Greg Solis, who is the ring holder. We call him the ring holder. That's our little private thing for outdoor. But he holds 8 national doubles championships, 2 with his brother, I believe, or excuse me, 3 with his brother Andy, 3 with Greg, and then I believe with maybe 1 with Josh Tucker, and then also with Kevin Booth. So he has 8 in total, and so he's the guy. You got Janelle, who does it on the women's side. Great shot there out the door, great outdoor shot. And there's just a confidence. They've grown up together. They've lived, Janelle up in Simi Valley at the time, Greg in Orange County, and they've been through the thick of it when racquetball is at its highest peak.
Munoz is the one who seems to have struggled so far in this first game. Half out, 3-6, and out.
Good veteran eye there from Janelle. There's such a chemistry also as well, Tim, with Greg and Janelle. But there's also good chemistry with Robert. Like, Robert's one of the easiest guys to play with, like you said, Hall of Fame player. And he's got to have confidence in someone like Carla. She'll work through it because she is a professional. She's actually one of my favorite professionals on the LPRT. She encompasses the whole point of being a professional. She's got the beauty, she's got the finesse, and she's got the athleticism. Look at that. Nice rip.
And out over the top goes the ball. Going to land on someone else's court. It's a great event here. We've got 2 show courts right where you're watching, and then it goes on to 8 courts, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, further down. It's a lot of fun to see so much action here today in Las Vegas.
Like, when's the last time you saw someone who looks like they're ready to give birth just dominating a racquetball game?
Last year.
Okay, well then.
She was here last year and did the same thing.
That's right, huh?
Side out. That's a good shot from Munoz to give her a little bit more confidence. He still hasn't settled. It's 3 serving 7.
Great rip from Greg.
Too much, Munoz.
Absolutely too much there, but I love that she's finding her confidence in her swing. Before, she's being timid, sending balls over. At least now she's hitting the front wall with authority and just landing it a little far too long. Good rip.
You see that ball sail out of the court on the right side.
Yeah, she's getting caught with a little bit of an overswing there, but a lot of credit to Greg there. He hits a very traditional outdoor shot, which is about 4 or 5 feet high down the middle. Will get you a setup. Look at that athleticism.
2 bounces. I thought she got that. I think we'll have an appeal. Let's see what the line judges say. Well, you can't hear what we hear because we can hear the ref, and Solis he was asking if the line judge knew which way to go, up or down.
I love that Bobby takes control of it right there. That's
great job.
Stuff.
Don't talk to the line judge, talk to me.
So, Tim, just a quick thing. We have a Worlds coming up here in a little bit. Is it Worlds or is Pan Am's coming up for the national teams?
World Championships, yeah.
World Championships. Where's that going to be at?
Guatemala.
That's exciting.
First time in Guatemala. Great effort from Munoz. Not able to pick that one up as it flies out the door on the right side. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see Carla Munoz there.
You think there would be a world event for outdoor? Let's get there. Tim, I'm going to put you in charge of that task force, okay? Because you don't have enough to do as it is.
Well, if anybody's going to be involved in outdoor, I think it's going to be a guy named Mike Coulter, who puts on so many of these events and does such a great job. I want to say thanks to him.
Isn't it incredible?
Skip all that time from Tsinger-Ledkins on the left side. 4 serving 9. That's
that.
better.
That athleticism. I mean, to stay low and just have the balance she has. And it's not like that ball's being hit lightly. That's from arguably the greatest outdoor doubles champion of all time, Greg Solis, shooting it at you. Takes a certain amount of confidence.
That's better from Munoz.
And I love the athleticism from Greg trying to get there. But, yeah, like you said, just Carla, she's finding her way into this match.
6 serving 9. There seems to be a clear intent on both sides to go for the female player, and it's not really surprising given who the
Right.
two men are on the court.
Right. It's actually just been more. I'll tell you right here for this rally. It's been more power for the course to go for Carla because she's been fluctuating up and down through this match. But yeah, Robert Sostre is not a guy you just want to be shooting at. He can kill it from any height. Hall of Fame player, really well known for his one wall originally, and then obviously in the 3-wall ball as he first came out back when the Nationals were in Huntington Beach at Golden West College. He made the finals, I believe, against Craig and Greg when they won one of their 3.
Well, you can see these two having a hug because Sostre ran right into Tsinger-Ledkins. Immediately apologized. I think he knew he wasn't going to get that ball.
Such love the players have for one another.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Such confidence in that shot.
9-7. Great
hustle.
hands. Great hands from Tsinger-Ledkins. Earns another point. She was on our stream earlier, and it was very clear with her partner, I'm going to cover this section. You know I'm not going to be running. You get everything else, but when that ball comes near me, I'm shooting it.
Right. And a lot like Robert, I mean, that's kind of how it is with Janelle. She's grown up playing, and not to say that men are better than women. That's not what I'm going with this. I just want to give that as a precursor. She's just played with so many guys who can fire the ball like John Dunn, Greg Slees, Craig Lane. That power doesn't bother her whatsoever. And so when she does go to play more control-esque players on the women's, not only does she ready for the power of like a Ronda Rasic or a Paula or something like that, she can deal with the control as well.
Wow. Great rally. She stands there. I'm telling you, if you hit it to her, she's going to do something positive with it. One of the other things, she's very comfortable on her backhand side too.
I have been on the unfortunate side of that comfortability one too many times, and it's what keeps me out of the mixed division.
Did you say comfortability?
Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to use it. That's just smart. Smart shot, not overswinging. I'll maybe get a crack. I'll maybe get something from that, and she did.
You know, a lot of players struggle to find themselves, like what game that they're supposed to play because they're too busy trying to mimic other players and playing other people's game. Janelle have found that way. Wow.
Solis
dirty.
Puts that down. 11-9.
Janelle early on figured out what her game style was, what she could and couldn't do, and she stuck with it and just fine-tuned it every time she got in the court.
Oh, my goodness.
Tough.
12-9. Miscommunication. These two have played together quite a bit. Let's take another look at this. Straight down the middle. Munoz was going to take it, then left it.
Wow.
And Tsinger-Ledkins says, I got this. Rips a forehand, reverse pinch winner. Timeout on the court taken by Munoz. We'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm Carla Munoz, and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
We're back in, everybody. Tim Backhurst, Brian Pineda. It's 13 serving 9. First game.
Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
That's just my favorite thing. I mean, I've watched for so many years, whether she's plays with Michelle Key or she plays with Ronda Racich. She annihilates that left corner. Like, I hate to be that left corner after a match. Used.
There it is. First game. Solis puts it away. Tsinger-Ledkins doing her part as well. They claim the first 15-9. So, Brian Pineda, you put yourself in the position of losing the first. It wasn't a blowout. It was back and forth. What do you do to come back in game 2?
So, and this is really it's kind of like what we were just talking about. You know, you have to make Carla comfortable as your teammate. You have to know you have to know your audience, right? Because it doesn't work the same way as if you were talking to another female you're playing with or another male that you're playing with. He needs to settle her down because she's hitting winning shots.
You're talking about Munoz.
I'm talking about Munoz. She's going to be the X factor in this because Greg and Janelle, they haven't done anything special. Everything they've hit, the serving, the hitting, the rollouts, it's expected at this level especially. So what? And it's like you said, it was a close game. So what needs to be fixed are the margin of error that Carla has out there. And if part of that is the way that they're communicating as a team, then Robert needs to figure that out. Because they are isolating Carla right now. You know, Robert's doing the best he can with what he's given.
Yeah, he's not getting a lot of shots in these rallies.
Right.
And we're seeing that kind, and we're looking down below where there's a lot of conversation going on between them. Munoz listening primarily, and it's difficult when you're playing together and you may only play together once or twice a year.
Exactly.
And we saw these two play together last year here, but it's not like they're going to tournaments together and playing mixed doubles all the time. So it's a development of a relationship.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, to your point, it's kind of like what I spoke about earlier as well. You have Janelle and Greg, who Janelle grew up with Greg. And I remember the day that they started playing together. I mean, I think it was when I first started playing this sport when I was about 16 years old or so. Then fast forward, I'm 35, so we're talking 21 years or so. Excuse me, not 21 years, but 19 years or so of getting this chemistry correct. And so that's why they have the accolades of national and world championships, indoor and outdoor, Greg have together. Carla and Robert, I think they've won a couple tournaments here and there. But when we're talking about national and world championships event, that's the experience that's behind Solis and Tsinger-Ledkins.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we're seeing is two players working very well together in tandem. And, you know, this is a discussion in doubles all the time. Somebody has to be the leader. Somebody has to be the follower. And there has to be a clear understanding of who does what.
Yes. Love it.
Just out.
Ooh, just out. Yeah, I do love it, though, because it wasn't too far off, and it's the right shot. That's a great veteran eye from Greg Solis playing for Pro Kenix Racquetball.
We're going to have an appeal, but I think they're going to lose this. They do indeed. Both line judges agree with our official. 1-0 is the score.
Going to work out. Nice get from Solis. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That's
what a great rally.
That athleticism is just something. I mean, that's concrete we're talking about.
I know. You don't see me doing it.
The only cushion is paint. Okay? Oh.
There's a rare error on the left side.
Right, but if you think about it, a lot of the rallying has been for Greg, and that's what happens. It's essentially the same thing that's been happening with Robert, with what they've been doing with Carla, you know what I mean? Good serve. Great control from Solis.
Zero serving two. Munoz serving. And just out again from the racket of Munoz. Side out. No points scored.
Great communication from Solis, but also veteran eye from Janelle. It's not her first time at this rodeo. Janelle is also a 3-wall ball world champion previously to this year's event. Oh, wow.
That's better for Munoz. Took some pace off it, just guided it to the front wall, half out.
You know, I have to imagine, Tim, that a lot of the women that would normally be out here, like Paola and Rhonda, they're probably all getting ready for Worlds. And it's unfortunate we don't see them out here, but we totally respect the fact that they're playing for their countries in a couple weeks.
Right. Yeah, Paola Longoria isn't here. She was going to be here, but Mexican nationals are coming up very quickly.
One too,
and
yeah.
so her coaches advised her not to come to allow her to rest after the U.S. Open and prepare for nationals, which, of course, you've got to win if you want to go to the World Championships. So
Very true, yeah.
big event for her. Tsinger-Ledkins skip ball, and there is the I'm going to come over and take your shot because I'm not trusting you maybe as much as I want to, and then you make the mistake because you're lunging.
And I think you're – great pickup.
Wow.
Oh, way.
Take another look at this.
That's just
incredible
at its finest.
athleticism from Solis, and then look how he finished the point. Crazy. What a shot. 3-0. I like the return from Munoz, though, because she didn't just blast it. She just said, I'm going to put it up high and let my opponent shoot it, as opposed to me trying to win the point.
Great heat from Carla Munoz.
2 skip balls
Right
on
to
the
the
left
body.
side.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's soft hands, one wall experience of just getting your racket out and pushing it back to the front wall.
Right, and this is dangerous for him because Carla's heating up, being more consistent. Robert got away with one the rally before when he missed the corner, and then Carla cleaned it up for him, and then that time he gets good hands in there. This is a dangerous place. This was the momentum was with Solis, especially after that great get and kill that he has with the ridiculous hands. But now it's 3 points in a row, Tim. So this could be a tie changer right here.
I think I heard the score of 3-6. We'll try and listen in a second.
Yep.
Better from Munoz. Yep, 4 serving 6.
The best thing Robert can do here is really when he gets the time to get that ball in his racket, he's got to be committed to the shot and finish. Because Carla's on a good run. He doesn't want to ruin this. And he doesn't do enough with it there. Even though Carla's the one that sends that wide, he doesn't do enough. He needs to really take care of those few balls that he's seeing right now. Good serve. Carla needs to cut it off. She does.
Skips it. Smart return from Tsinger-Ledkins, going up high, forcing somebody to shoot high to low.
Right. And that's what outdoors all about, even though she hits the lob very short in the service box. And good on Carla to recognize it. Just a second shy. If he gets on the ball sooner, she's in a better position to shoot and kill that.
Behind the back, Munoz.
Yep.
Oh, so smart.
That's just too many years on the court from Solis, who's just a thoroughbred outdoor player. In fact, he's not like he's a slouch indoor either, national titles, but I believe him and John Dunn made the semis of the national championships one year, or a couple of years actually, in the men's qualifying.
A lot of balls going down this right side. Solis versus Munoz, and right now it's Solis in the ascendancy. Munoz takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be back in a second. And we're back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Brian Pineda joining you. We have more matches coming up throughout the day, of course. We have racquetball. We have paddleball. We also have some handball. I think we're going to try and get some handball on the court tomorrow as they have their open pro division going on tomorrow. Saw some paddleball last night, and I think we have some paddleball scheduled for this court later this evening. Be sure to watch the pro paddleball. It's pretty insane. Ryan, you're playing paddleball, right?
Yeah, I got back into it this year as well as back into racquetball, and looking forward to it. You know, one of the most exciting things about paddleball outside of the sport itself is witnessing its greatest player that it's ever seen. One of the most athletic players I've ever seen in racquetball or paddleball, and Emmett Coe.
Absolutely. He's a lot of fun to watch, both in outdoor and in paddleball. So if you get a chance, be sure to tune in and watch the paddleball as well. Coming up on this court, we've got Ramos Jr. and Williams against Brewer Londa. That's a mixed pro. And then Riffle Niles, Zelada Laime. Zelada Laime, most of you will know from indoor. We'll see how they do outdoor.
Laime really impressed me at the U.S. Open. I was just thoroughly impressed with her. I'm so glad whoever her support team is, both financially and also on the coaching side, whatever they're doing, thank you guys on behalf of racquetball, because what a treasure she is for the women's tour and just racquetball in general.
Yeah, she's definitely caused some upsets over the last couple tournaments. Here we go. Great shot. Half out. Change in serve, actually going down the left instead of to Munoz on the right after that timeout. Didn't work.
And that's one of the shots that gets you in the Hall of Fame. Smart.
Smarter. Oh, replay.
And you know what that is, Tim? I normally wouldn't, but then you got to realize how hard Solis has worked in this match and what he's shown you. So this is one of those adaptive calls you can make. It's not a generic call you make for almost anyone. He's proven that he can get to balls. Look at this. That's good stuff from Carla.
Wow.
Oh, yes. That is so, oof. I feel like my blood, it just heated up a little bit. That's how good that was.
Yeah, that was a great
exciting.
rally. We saw a lot of outdoor shots in that one. 4 serving 8. Tsinger-Ledkins says,
Right.
You can go after me. I've got this.
And that's what makes them a good team. You know, even when one's playing hot and then you have to go to the other player, the other one steps up. It's really cool to watch. That's so good from Robert.
And that's the Tsinger-Ledkins of, I know I should be able to get that, and I just can't today. I'm a bit limited.
Kid's in the way right now. You know what's crazy is how good Janelle and Greg are together. It's been since 2011, so it's been 10 years since they've won this event.
Side
and that's
out.
we can thank Danielle and Michelle for majority of those. You know what I mean?
What's the call? I think a replay is a good call. That's what the official gave.
I'm a little surprised that Robert holds there. I mean, I get it, maybe screened a little bit, but that just tells me as his opponent he's tentative right now.
Moving her feet, getting a little bit stuck on that forehand, forcing the skip. Half out, 8-5.
And I think Janelle she's trying to do too much there because she had been a lot of Greg, and she's trying to find some confidence in hitting a good shot herself as well.
Oh, almost. But no luck on that one. Half side out. Munoz back in the service box.
That's beauty.
Perfect.
You do not get any prettier of an outdoor shot really than that. I mean, outside of a door hammer, but I mean on backhand on the forehand side.
What a shot. Smart play.
And really, Robert's got to be frustrated himself there. Yes, does Carla take a ball of his? Absolutely. When the ball came off the right side wall, but I like that she's being aggressive. However, it's Robert's fault right there for losing that rally.
And I think he knew that time as he walked back.
Right. And to your point, Tim, he's been coaching a little too much. He's been trying to do a little too much because of the pressure he's feeling in this situation.
Yeah, that ball hit the glass on the front wall. Little unusual bounce. Second server, 8-5.
Great shot from Robert. Nice control from Janelle.
And a hustle up to the front wall, flick to the front wall, and a side out. Munoz, she needs to earn points on her serve.
And they're looking for the serve right now. That's the thing is Greg and Janelle playing good defense. Not a good serve.
One of the things I don't understand is we haven't seen many Z serves pushing the player off the court. They've just been straight, mostly down the middle.
There's this rule I can't stand in mixed either. That
Don't
the
serve.
guys serve to the guys and the girls serve. But I just feel like the championship teams, like that's not a real thing. Because they're all qualified, you know what I mean?
Well, it's pro division.
That's what I'm saying. And
But
so,
what I don't understand is why not serve the Z serve to force Tsinger-Ledkins to run out of the court to the left side, knowing that she's not running particularly quick in this tournament. Take advantage of it.
100%.
Ooh, just
nice
out.
let, Carla. You know what, though? I think that
8 serving 8.
I'd like to give Robert the benefit of the doubt that he's playing his game style no matter what, and this is just a serve he
Oh,
preferred
there's
to hit.
the Z. I'll also say he knows a lot more about outdoor than I do.
Right, me and you both. But the other thing, too, is I think Robert does, truthfully, I think he falls in that category where he's just more of a gentleman that way.
Yeah.
It's just an old school way of playing mixed. But it's worked for him. He's won championships, so who am I to say it's wrong?
Soft hands from Tsinger-Ledkins. Earns a point, 9-8.
Great serve.
Oh, but what a return. Solis just waited for it to kiss that sidewall, and it just kept going.
Right.
Out ball.
Great eye from Carla. She's almost, Tim, I'm almost going to make her a veteran. She's got a couple more years, and then she'll for sure be a veteran. But, I mean, she definitely has the accolades of being a veteran out here.
She's played for many years. She's won many titles. Won singles here last year. Very good chance of doing the same again this year.
Right.
Solis, backhand pinch winner. Half out 8-9.
Oh, wow.
Look at the hands.
So many years playing one wall with partner Freddie Ramirez out there. New York. And that's Carla's got to have a presence of mind there. I mean, that's an obvious out ball, but you know, just another mistake there, not adding to the comeback that they need to make. We do have 9-9 though.
This is a tight second game. This is where we were in game 1. And Solis goes out the door. Wide. Munoz playing much better in the last 10 minutes. Has cut out those unforced errors, the skips, the balls out. And here we are. It's a real tight second game.
And now if we can just get Robert to find his way in this match. It's not like he's playing bad. Don't mistake me. Not playing bad, but if he can start firing on cylinders, that should not be a hinder. Yeah.
Solis will appeal this. He doesn't like it. I agree with you. I think it was passed. One agrees, one disagrees.
I think it's the right call. You know, it's positioning at that point. Carla hits the smart shot, and you can argue when I get Solis's argument, but the right call is made there. David Horn had the right call. You have to honor the fact that Carla was set up and hit the smart shot there. But maybe the ball knows. It could have been a hitter. Guilty conscience. I don't know.
As the saying goes, ball never lies.
Try it. Great reach.
And skip, and again, it's running over far to the right side to take that ball, and just being out of off balance to take that. Well, we got a timeout on the court. Just a reminder, if you're watching outdoor for the first time or not familiar with the LPRT, hey, buy some LPRT gear. You can do so at our store online. You can go to lprtour.com/shop. We got some Formula Flow gear. We've got some Splat Head gear as well. It's a great opportunity to help support what we're trying to do on the stream and also for the Racquetball Tour. Lots of matches going on. I already mentioned, Brian, Mike Coulter, he puts on this event again and again and again, and it's so much fun to see all of the tents up, all of the sponsors here, players just mingling, talking to the pros. It's a very different event to an indoor.
It is. You know what, Tim, and I can't tell you what a pleasure it is. I've been here since Mike brought the equipment out since last week, getting this thing set up. It takes a full week and a half to really get this whole event up and setting, and to turn a parking lot that is plagued with, for lack of better words, it's plagued with people who were affected with COVID. They're homeless now. It's affected. Stratosphere uses it for parking for big rigs, oil spills, all this stuff, and he repaints it, resurfaces it, gets these things built. He doesn't have a board or anything like that. And I know we're getting back to the match, but he doesn't have a board. He's got to do everything himself. It's amazing.
What a reach, Solis. Skip ball.
This is kind of something I wanted to comment on earlier, Tim.
10-9.
Even the best players in the world, when they're trying too hard and that pressure builds and they're using frustration instead of perseverance, those shots that they should put down, they don't.
Yeah, and he knows he got away with one. Tsinger-Ledkins just put it in the floor. 10 serving 9, second server.
Great get.
Smart from Munoz, and she got rewarded. Just kissed the corner of that short wall. Solis puts it up and over. That could be a big turnaround. Side out, 9-10.
And you got to think, Roberts had 2 or 3, I'd say modestly, 2 or 3 shots he could have put down, maybe one of them. So we'll say 2 for sure. One that takes a little more skill to put down. It would be a different game. Stay in control of the things you can control come into play, having a positive attitude. Not that he doesn't, but he's just been a little tough. That. Oh, what a pickup.
Oh, big. Munoz kept it alive.
And the mental fortitude there, knowing he's made some mistakes and back. That's just a testament to just the kind of athlete and champion Robert Sostre is.
Ten serving 10. Oh, that was just wide.
It was. It nicked. Yeah, it nicked and it still was out. That's incredible it did that.
That was so close. 11-10.
Big break there.
Jamming it at Tsinger-Ledkins as she pushed forward. And 2 points, now 3 points away from taking this to a tiebreaker.
And that's an experienced outdoor player for you. You find a lot of the pros out here, but she's our pro indoor player, female, male, indoor friendly courts. But he puts the ball in the right place, and that's just outdoor experience.
Big mistake. Big mistake. Side out, 10-12. Only 1 serve allowed in outdoor.
They need a hold here, big time.
Mistakes starting to creep in on the left side now.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like mistakes where there's not the big mistakes that are self-imposed.
No, it's
They're
jamming
firing at
her.
her, yeah.
Jamming her by her ankles and half out. It's a great shot, though, that time.
That's just bottom board. So much confidence in your ability. You know, you've been jammed, like you said, a few times. Things aren't going your way. So I think there's a little frustration, but just some reinforcement to the kind of player Janelle is. It's tough.
Well, I think Tsinger-Ledkins had that left side open when both her opponents moved over to the right, but she then went back to the right.
Right.
Great serve.
Yeah, it's going to the well one too many times there. I think that they've iced Solis there a little bit too much. That probably could have afforded to go down the line, and I don't think Solis puts that ball down. And if he did, good on him.
What a
Look
shot.
at that.
13 serving 11.
So this point right here is bigger than 15.
And now we're having a little conversation in the back between Tsinger-Ledkins and Solis. We've had that quite a bit with the team in the front. Now we're maybe the pressure is starting to get to them a little bit.
100%. They know this is a big point. This is the big point, not 15. Uh-oh.
It's in. I thought it was in.
No doubt. There that is, though.
And it doesn't matter.
So, and that's, you can even see Solis in the body language right there. And even Janelle, she's frustrated. So this serve can virtually almost go anywhere. I'd serve it deep down the middle or to Solis' backhand and finish on that, but see where they go. Deep down the middle, he decides to go.
Too good. Wow. That was a confident shot. It was game point, and they saved it.
The ring holder comes through, punishes one down the line. But this is good. This is still good for Munoz and Sostre. It's expected he had a setup, and the momentum's on their side. How they carry themselves here, we'll find out. Bad serve.
Oh, but better return. Munoz just getting that ball inside as it goes out the door, half out.
I feel like Solis didn't make up his mind there. Do I do a tight Z or do I do a far catch on the sidewall for a deep serve, jam serve? And he caught himself in the middle, which is dangerous for a shooter like Munoz. Good take from Robert. There's a lot of tentative swinging going on there. I think Carlin may have hit an out ball again.
Yeah, our official horn didn't want to call a replay. We could hear him. It's not what I wanted, but it's fine, he says.
Good serve. Nice mix-up. Set up.
Not controlled by Munoz. Jammed on her backhand, 12-14.
You know, and what I respect for as a pro player, what I respect to a fellow pro player is the fact that Carla doesn't call for a screen there. She plays through it, and that's good. Everyone should witness that.
Excellent
That
serve.
can't happen.
Jamming over to the right. Munoz too high, goes out. 13 serving 14.
One thing, your opponent kills the ball, they get a setup, they earn it. It's another thing when you give it to them. That's detrimental right now. I don't anticipate Robert cutting one off if he gets it.
Why does he have his racket raised?
They're waiting for the announcements here. We have the tournament desk making some announcements for everyone. Beautiful weather here at the 3-Wall Ball World Championship, sponsored by Camp W. Gutterman. Oh, no.
Another mistake. Wow, it's second server.
And I'm doing the same exact serve. Same exact serve here.
Match point. Oh, drama. Ball comes across.
Oh, boy. Little check.
At least it didn't happen during the rally.
Right. If I'm Robert, now I'm hitting the same serve, Robert, I'm cutting it off.
And he skipped it. And we talked about this. The pressure of him having to come over to the right side to maybe feel like I have to hit these balls. Mm-hmm. He's off balance, and multiple times he skipped that ball on the forehand.
Right, yeah, and like I said, and Tim, that's a beautiful point right there, because here's the thing. You have one frame of mind that says I have to do that, and then when you're playing this game correctly, it's more like I get to, because it's the first instinct. It's what I'm supposed to be doing. This is how we play doubles. Like you said, we know our roles. But when you're in that place of I have to because of pressure, it doesn't really work out too well. So, excellent point.
Okay, so I want to ask you on that situation, is this it's my shot because it's the forehand even though it's really over on the right side, or is this I don't really trust my partner's backhand, so I'm going to take that when normally I wouldn't?
I think that the latter of the two is more when you're playing at an amateur level, but when you get to this level, it's a recognition of let me help my partner out here, because number one, the responsibility is me. If it's that close to the middle, I've been in tune with what's going on with the match and seeing where these serves. And Janelle doesn't. She has great serves, but there's not a huge variety. She's got about 4 or 5 serves she hits. So if you're staying in tune to the match, you know where these serves are landing. You know where you can be, where you can afford to cheat over. And especially in that case scenario, like I said, you have the presence of mind, seeing what's going on. That Janelle just got a freebie off a backhand miscue there. I know I'm supposed to come over here. I know where this ball is going to land. I've got the utmost confidence of where this should be. So I just think it's just the approach. Like you said, I think it comes down to where's my attitude at? Do I get to do this for my partner, or do I have to do this for my partner?
Voice of Brian Pineda. Brian, thanks so much for joining us for this match. I'm sure we'll see you throughout the weekend on the mic. Just a reminder, we got more matches coming up for you this afternoon here on the LPRT. But on behalf of myself, Tim Baghurst, Jay Josie, Brian Pineda, thanks so much for watching.